before I speak about Beit Hadassah, I want to tell another story about my son, that he born in Hebron. It was too late to go to the hospital, so I have him in my house, and the doctor came and take the baby. And I decided that this child is born in Hebron, I have to make him the bris in the cave of Machpelah. But in this time, no permission from the government to make bris in the cave of Machpelah. And the mole was very afraid. It was a week before Pesach. And he said, I don't want to be in jail. I said, if somebody will be in jail, only me and my husband. I don't give you the name of the mole. He said, okay. So he bring everything in his pocket. He don't bring a bag or something like this. And we came to the cave of Machpelah, to the bris. And I have a guest that she come from London, and she sees one of the soldiers that she know him from London. And he asked her, what you are doing here? She said, I come to a bris. And she was so shocked. He started to run, and she came to me so exciting, and she said, Sarah, I speak with a man, and he started to run. I said, okay, I understand that he's going now to say that we are making a bris. So I asked them all to start, and he start, and he makes the bris. When we come to the glass of the wine, came a big officer of the army, and he said to my husband, you are arrested. You bring a wine to the cave of Machpelah. And the police came and took my husband, and the mole ran away to the Jewish restaurant near the cave of Machpelah. And he said, bring the baby there, I don't come more here. He was so afraid. And I take all my guests, and we went to the restaurant for the meal. And in the restaurant, we give the name because they don't let us to give the name in the cave of Machpelah. And I give the name of our father, Abraham. So his name was Abraham Yedidia, that we know that Abraham was the first one that he was a friendship with God. And this child, yes.
What year was that?
This was Lamed Hey. 1975. Yes. And after the bris, I came home, and only at night, late at night, my husband came. I told him, how you released so quickly? They said, you sit in jail for this. He said, 10 o'clock, they look and they don't find the evidence, the battle wine. So they said, my husband, okay, you can go home to sleep home. But 8 o'clock in the morning, knocking the door, a big officer of the army, and he told my husband that he want to make a trial when he make a bris in the cave of Machpelah. So my husband said, oh, I am so happy to make, I have trials in the police, but to have a trial for a bris, okay, please sit down, write what you want. So my husband asked this officer of the army, you took the bottle of wine, where it disappeared? He was laughing and he said, we stay in the office of the police, the bottle of wine, we make l'chaim. So the police people drink the evidence, and because this, my husband was released. And this child, that born in Hebron, we make him the bris in the cave of Machpelah. He passed away in a quick death. He was only 6 months old. Was not sick before, no nothing. And when I see that my son passed away, I decided that I must to bury him in the old city of Hebron. But Rabbi Levinker Zatzal came to me and he said, I spoke with Begin, they don't let you to bury. I said, okay, I don't ask you to ask somebody. And when I come in the way from Bikur Cholim, from the hospital in Yerushalayim to Hebron, a lot of the soldiers stopped me on the way and they said, please, Mrs. Nachshon, go out from the car. We have to talk with you. And they said, you have two choices, or to bury your son in Kiryat Arba, near all the factories, or to go back to Jerusalem. When I asked him why, the soldier said, I don't know why, this is the orders, but another 2 hours came a big officer of Pikud Merkaz, of the army, and he tell you why. I wait 3 hours until came the big officer, and he said to me like the simple soldier told to me, you have two choices, or in Kiryat Arba, or back to Yerushalayim. And I asked him why. He said, what it mean why? We want to give back Hebron. If you want to go to the cemetery, you cannot go. He said it again. You want to give back Hebron? Hebron is one of the holy cities in Eretz Yisrael. He said, forget about it. We are going to give back Hebron. When I heard this, I decided I take it my son that is in the car, covered with the sheet. And this officer of the army told me, we sent a lot of soldiers, and every minute coming another jeep with soldiers, another jeep. And when I saw so many soldiers, I decided I'm taking my son that is covered with a sheet here in the car, and I start to walk. And I said one of the soldiers, I want to see what you make for me. I only want to bury my youngest son in the old Jewish cemetery that the earth destroyed everything and put grapes and tomatoes. And I am going, I don't look, and they run, and they don't know what to do with me. After 100 meters, they ran after me, and they said, okay, Mrs. Nachshon, the defense minister let you to bury the son in the old Jewish cemetery, and all the soldiers come to the command car, we take you. All the soldiers were so to me, please come to the command car and we take you to the cemetery. It was dark at night when we came to the cemetery. Only small generator was there. And when I saw so many soldiers and so many people from Kiryat Arba, they wait for me more than 3 hours. I said, I must to say something after such a long and hard day that I have today. That it's written in the Gemara about a child that he went to a walk with his father and he was very tired, so the father put him on his shoulder and he asked, Father, when we are coming to the city? So the father said, if you see a cemetery, we know that we are close to the city. So I said, if we open today the old Jewish cemetery, the big Rabbonim are living there. The Chemed Reshit Chokhmah, Harav Mani, the Rebbe Tzemenoch Rochel, and other people, and the earth destroyed everything. So we have also a city here. And second, the history is like a circle. Abraham bought a cave to his wife Sarah, here in Hebron. And my name is Sarah, and I bought now a cave to my son Abraham, after more than 3,000 years, the same place. And 2 years later, When the government decided to give back Yamit, Hatzi Ha'is Sinai, Abu Rodez, and people came from Yamit to Kiryat Arba, one family, and another family from Abu Rodez. We have a big meeting, and we decided we are going to the sources inside Hebron, where in a place that every Arab in the street knows that this building belonged to the Jewish people. We decided we are going to Beit Hadassah. You have to understand, Beit Hadassah was the first hospital in Eretz Israel more than 120 years ago. Until the massacre in 1929, they killed all the Jews, and some years later they built in Har HaTzofim the Hadassah. But when in Har HaTzofim the Jewish people cannot come, they go with shayarot, shayarot. Yes. So they built in Hadassah in Karef. We decided we are going only women and children. And people ask me why only women and children, because the husband has cords and they cannot do nothing. So we decided we are going only women and children. And in 4 days we have to go to one after other to find women that they want to go in 4 days, and to go to Beit Hadassah to see how we can go in and to buy all the needs, what we need in Beit Hadassah. In this time was not paper, nice like this, paper plates. We have to buy everything. We was 15 women and 35 children, so for 50 people to buy everything, and milk and fleishik and all this stuff. And we have to buy jerrycans of water, jerrycans for gas, because we have no electricity in Beit Hadassah. And I told my children, in this time all my children was very small, I told them, tonight you have not to put pajamas. We are going in the middle of the night, 2 o'clock at night. So they asked me, well, it's a secret. For how long? I don't know. 3 hours, 3 days, we don't know nothing. And so 2 o'clock at night, I wake my children, and please, we are going now, we have a truck down, and we sit on the floor of the truck, and we went to Beit Hadassah. And boys from Yeshivat near, and this time was not Yeshivat Shabbai Hebron, and the boys help us to put all the stuff. And when we came to Beit Hadassah, we have to go from the back side, because in the front was a soldier. And the back side was around wires, and we have to cut the wire, to climb with the ladder, and to jump inside Beit Hadassah. And after, when we make it, and all the children was in, and all the stuff was in, and the truck left, we start to clean dirtiness of years, and the children was so happy. We are in Beit Hadassah, we are in Beit Hadassah. They clean one room, and they put mattresses on the floor, and they start to sing, V'shavu banim ligvulam. When they start to sing, V'shavu banim ligvulam, came a soldier from upstairs with a small lamp, and he looks around, and he was shocked. So many children and women, how you get in? So a small child, maybe 3 years old, told him, you don't know? Jacob, our forefather, make us a ladder, and we jumped in. So the soldier said, I cannot believe you. He said, what it mean you cannot believe me? I saw the ladder, and I jumped with the ladder. And in the morning came the big officer of the army and told us, please, woman, go out. Go home. We said we came to live inside Hebron, and we don't move. And you have to understand, in Beit Hadassah was not so easy to live in Beit Hadassah, because we have no windows, no doors, everything was open, and in the middle of the night, sometime cats jumped off us or other things, and no water. And after 3 months that we was there, we say the government, we need water. It's finished all the water, we need water. So the army said, we cannot give you water. What it means? Only the government is to decide if to give you water or not. So they have to take all the members of the Knesset to make a meeting and to see if we allowed to have water or not. But in this time, the soldier gave the army Shlishit in Egypt. It was the army from Egypt that the soldiers give them water. So we said that we are not worse than this Egypt soldiers, that the army gives them water. So the government has I don't know if הם התביישו, but it was הצבעה, איך אומרים? A vote, and most of the people said water. Also they are not, they have no חוק, they are not legally, but water
you must give them.
You must give them. They have babies and children, so 3 times a week came a big truck of the army, and we have to put with jerrycan water and to bring it down. And the soldier have an order not to help us, that we carried the 25-liter water and all the other 25-liter water that we break and we go out. But we don't move out, and we stay until, I am sorry to say it, one day, Friday night, every Friday night, the husband and the boys came near Beit Hadassah, and they start to sing songs like Eshet Chayil, other songs. And one Friday night came a big group of people after they pray in the cave of Machpelah, and they start to sing. So a terrorist from upstairs shoot them, and 6 boys was killed, and 22 people was wounded. And after this, the government decided to rebuild back Beit Hadassah, to put windows and doors that families can live there. And only after 3 months, they give permission to another husband to come for half an hour, Shabbos, to make us Kiddush and to go out. And I want to tell you about Beit Hadassah, what the Rebbe, I sent a big letter to the Rebbe to ask him how long to stay in this building, because we saw another month, and nothing moving about the government. So one day I wrote a letter to the Rebbe, and I asked one of the soldiers to put it in the mail. And after a month, we have an answer from a group of women from Chabad, from Yerushalayim, that they came with a taxi, and they want to speak with me. I said, and they said, you don't hear what the Rebbe speak about you? I said, no, I am here. We have no electricity, we have no nothing. They bring me a cassette, not video, to put in the radio. What the Rebbe speak about me. I said, we have no electricity, we have no nothing. But one of the soldiers said he has a transistor, and he can bring it to us at night. And I hear what the Rebbe said in Vav Tishrei, that was the Yortzeit of his mother, Rebbe Tzmachana. And in this Yortzeit, he put all the women in 770, not the men. And he speak for women. And in this event, he spoke about me, that he said that he has a big letter from a woman that's sitting with all her children in Hebron. And it's a wonder in my eyes that every Arab in the street knows that this building belongs to the Jewish people. Only the Jewish people don't know it belongs to the Jewish people, and they put a soldier that nobody can come in. And she asked me how long to stay in this building. And I don't know what to answer. You hear such an answer from the Rebbe, ich weiß nicht, was zu antworten. And after we hear in the Kaletet, we hear how the Rebbe is crying and crying. And he said, what can I say this righteous moment that they stay in this building with such a mysterious nefesh, that I know already that the government sold Jerusalem. This was in 1980. The Rebbe cried that the government sold Jerusalem. What can I say about Hebron? What can I say? And we hear how he's crying. What can I say? But it's a story in the Bible about Bnot Tzlofchad, the daughter of Tzlofchad. The Tzlofchad has 5 daughters. And they was not so young. And they came to Manig Ador in this time to Moshe Rabbeinu. And they said, we are sorry that we don't marry, but we want you are now giving the dividing the machlaot in Eretz Yisrael, we need also a piece of land. And Moshe Rabbeinu hat auch nicht gewusst, was zu entfernen. He said, I must to ask Hashem what to do with these 5 girls. And Moshe Rabbeinu asked Hashem, and Hashem said, they are right. If there is such a love to Eretz Yisrael, if people has love to Eretz Yisrael, people has mesiras nefesh to Eretz Yisrael, they can conquer all Judah and Samaria. We need only love and mesiras nefesh of Eretz Yisrael. And Bnot Tzlofchad has a peace in land because they have such a love to Eretz Yisrael. And this was the answer of the Rebbe, that if we have mesiras nefesh of Eretz Yisrael, we have all Eretz Yisrael. This is about, in short, about Beit Hadassah. But you have to understand that everything what you see today in Hebron, and yesterday it was Yom Hebron, the day of Hebron, and so many people came, and groups, and soldiers, to the cave of Machpelah. And we are praying every day, 3 times a day, Elokei Abraham, Elokei Yitzchak, Elokei Yaakov. The power of our Father, this what gives us the power to be Jews. And when I see yesterday, I was in the cave of Machpelah every day, so many people coming. And today we can make a bris in the cave of Machpelah. We can make a bar mitzvah. We can bring wine to the cave of Machpelah. We have weddings in the cave of Machpelah. And Jewish people coming for us is a big joy. And I hope that all the praying from all the people that coming, that we know that this is Petach Gan Eden, that Hashem hear all the praying of the Jewish people that coming to Hebron, and soon we have the rebuilt Beit HaMikdash.